My path is to one day play on the world stage, change millions of lives. One is it was going to be about being life-changing rather than incrementally helpful. And by life-changing, I really mean something that people look back and say, that absolutely was a pivot. And so it has always been about that. Second, it has been about millions. When my book was published, it became a New York Times bestseller. It was translated to 20 languages. People from around the world were writing to me and saying, oh, this changed my life. I told my wife, hey, vision manifested, millions of lives transformed. The problem is I would write to them 3 months later, how are you doing? And they would say, you know what, I've gone back to my old ways. So then I realized, oh, vision is not manifested because these lives aren't being transformed. They are temporarily improved and they go back to their old ways. What I realized is that, at least for the practices that I teach, people needed an app so that on a daily basis, I could guide them to do daily practices that would rewire the brain. And what we found is we need about 6 weeks with people in an app-guided process. And Harvard-affiliated neuroscientists have shown that with this kind of practice, within 8 weeks, you rewire the brain so much that there is increased gray matter in the sage part of the brain and decreased gray matter in the saboteur region of the brain. So we know the brain is being rewired, but we need at 6 to 8 weeks with you to do the practice.